Good afternoon from Bobblehead Homestead. I am Jeff. Today is Tuesday. It's about 48 degrees right now, cloudy. It rained, just a sprinkle mist almost all day long, but I'm happy that I've got some dry air right now. Last night I did a lot of work and it's just hard to film after dark. So what did I do? I rearranged some chickens. Let's start off with, this is Larry's flock. Larry is the blue egg genetic whiting true blue rooster. I got him from Murray McMurray hatchery 2 Octobers ago, so coming up on a 1.5 years old. In there with Larry I have my 4 original whiting true blue hens. Mary Tyler Moore, Carol Burnett, Private Benjamin, and Betty White. I also in there have Vicki Lawrence. Vicki Lawrence is, I don't know what breed she is, probably a barnyard mix. I got her from the neighbor. She went broody and I gave him some eggs. She hatched the eggs and he gave me Vicki Lawrence and the baby chicks. So she's been here ever since. Also in there I have 3 olive eggers. They're a back cross, a 2nd generation. I took a 1st generation olive egger and with a Welsomer rooster. And so they're the ones who are laying the darker green speckled eggs. And then I also have 3 Welsomer hens in there. They've just started laying recently. And so yeah, that's who was in there. I've now added 4 1st generation olive eggers. And I added the 1 whiting true blue that I have. And that's a boy, a little cockerel. Larry, more than likely, is his father. And one of Carol Burnett, Mary Tyler Moore, or Private Benjamin is his mother. So his parents are in there. Yeah. All right, let's take a look at the 5 chickens, 4 pullets, and 1 cockerel that I put into Larry's flock. That is one of my Welsomer hens. I have 3 Welsomers. Yeah, golden black neck, comb, and that is a 1st generation olive egger, and she is new to this flock. Yes, you are. And her 3 sisters are hanging out in here today because they are new to this flock. And also this little dude, not so little anymore, but he is a whiting true blue purebred. So there were 10 chicks that I hatched and raised, and he was the only whiting true blue. So I am keeping him in here with his father Larry. That's Larry. Hey Larry. Larry's a whiting true blue. He's probably the father. So yeah, I moved those 5 chickens into, hello there, she's one of them. I moved them into this flock so that I could open up their coop for the chicks that were in the brooder. But yeah, in this batch, these are 1st generation olive eggers. There's one, they're very nice, the 2 sisters there. 4 girls and 5 boys out of those 9 olive eggers, and all 4 of the girls are the white splash with a little brown on them. Lovely birds. But this is their first day in with the new flock, so they're just getting the lay of the land. Yep. Where's your other sister? Is she out here? There's Mary Tyler Moore. Larry. That's a olive egger. And we've got 2 Welsomers and 2 olive eggers. Yeah, the Welsomers and the olive eggers look very similar because I used Welsomers to make the olive eggers. Mary's she lays nice big blue eggs. Larry, you don't lay eggs. You just fertilize them. That's your job, buddy. There's the other girl. Are you having Are you having problems finding the door? You do. You chickens do sometimes have problems finding the door. I'm not coming for you. Yeah, the door's on the other side. She'll learn. Did she go in there, Larry? Yep, there she goes. All right. Looks like they're going to be fine tonight. I put them in here last night after dark, so successful first day. All right, I have 3 flocks back here on the wood chips, the future Back to Eden garden site, and that's where those 5 chickens came from. Let's see, I had number 2 and her kids in there, and then they all graduated and I dispersed them, and then I put the 10 chicks that were in the brooder into this coop, and so that's where the 4 girls and 1 boy came from. And I wanted to reduce the number of chickens in this coop so that I could increase the number of chickens in this coop. All right, let's take a look. There were 10 chickens in here, the 9 olive eggers and 1 white and true blue. And these are the chicks that were in the brooder. So last night I moved all of them, and they are having fun, it looks like. 15 of these. Let's see, there were 3 different kinds of olive eggers, 3 different generations. And 9 of them I've been, rehoming as we go. So I've gone from 24 to 15 of these. And it was time for them to graduate. So they graduated last night. These are mostly 3rd generation olive eggers. Some of these are true green egg genetics. So yeah, I moved those 15 in here, and then I left the boys. Those are 2 boys. The one on the right might be, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a boy. And then those are 2 more boys. And then we got a boy up there being a little bit of a bully. So, yeah, I moved all 15 of them. So what I've been doing all day today in the rain is, keep my eye on them, making sure nobody's getting injured. There is some pecking going on, as you just noticed, but nothing bad. And the pecking is always worst when it's nighttime and they're getting ready to go to bed. They are jockeying for position on the roost. So, yeah, now I've got 20 chickens in here. 5 of the olive egger boys and 15 of the various olive eggers. All right, and I'll be making sure they get up onto a roost tonight. Another point I want to make is all 5 of these got leg bands last night. Yeah, you all have matching green leg bands. So that way when the young ones grow up, I can, just in case they start looking like each other, I'll know which ones are which. Oh, be nice. Yeah, they're jockeying for position. That's the top roost, so he wants to be king of the world. I have done this before with, combining flocks like this, and there's picking, it's going to happen no matter what, anytime you introduce new chickens to each other. But by putting 15 of them in here, they're not just going to pick on 1 or 2 of them. All right, I'll be back to make sure you guys find your roost tonight. Where are you going? No, you can't come out. Out here by the lane, if you will recall, I planted some peas a week or so ago, and they are sprouting. Peas are sprouting, and I have this chicken wire on top of it to protect it from the chickens or birds. mainly the chickens. But yes, the peas have begun sprouting. So what I think I'm going to do here in the next few days is go ahead and finish planting this entire row here with peas. So, yay! And my daffodils are starting to look a little pale and weathered. It's been raining. Oh, we've got a few new ones popping up. I probably should have some late bloomers in here because of the chickens digging them up and me replanting them. So, but yeah. Next year though, yeah. With all the wind and the rain we've been having, the peach tree has lost a lot of the blooms. It looks kind of nice on the ground though. But yeah. And a recap on this peach tree, according to the neighbors, it has never in 20 years produced a peach that was, you know, edible or big enough for a human. Last year it started to produce peaches, so it was fertilized, but they only got about the size of a quarter and they all fell off. There was another peach tree, down there by Dragonberry's flock. There was another peach tree here, and that was removed as we were making preparations for the cabin. So that's the scoop on this peach tree. Is it does not produce peaches for people to eat anyway, and it never has. It might be, one thing is they lose their vitality after they get, you know, up there in age, and this is an old tree. Another thing is there are ornamental varieties of peach trees that they're meant to flower really well, and they do not produce peaches for people. So it could be any number of reasons why this peach tree does not produce food. But that is, I have trimmed it, I have pruned it, I have fertilized it, I have composted it, I've done about everything you can do to help a peach tree. And I'm thinking it's either too old or it's an ornamental, or it might be both. So, yeah. And one of my neighbors about a mile down the road has one of these also. And he says he's been at his property about 15 years, and his has never produced either. And he's got 4 or 5 of them. So we're thinking they might be either too old or an ornamental variety or both. But that's a scoop on the peach tree. What do you think about that, Fifi? You haven't been here long enough to know. You used to like climbing that peach tree before it started growing out. Yeah, Fifi's the only one outside right now. I took a nap and Bob and Grumpy are probably still hugging the bed. And here we have the brooder that I basically took apart last night after dark. I just have the you know, those metal panels go across the top, and then I put the tarp on top of that. But so yeah, I caught all 15 of the chicks that were in there and moved them to their new coop. And so now this can just sit there until I get I want to move it a little bit and get it ready for the other baby chicks that are inside the mobile home. Oh, is that Mullen? M-U-L-L-E-I-N, I believe that is. So yeah, grow your own toilet paper. Another big one over there. It is getting dark on me pretty fast. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Let's see, truck. I did not sell my truck yesterday, and I did not sell my truck today. We'll see if I sell my truck tomorrow. This might be a bad time to sell a truck. I'm just saying. A lot of uncertainty out there in the world. Let's see. So yeah, last night there were 10 chickens in the one coop back there. I put leg bands on 5 of the Olive Acre boys. I moved 4 of the Olive Acre girls in here with Larry and I moved the one Whiting True Blue rooster in here with Larry. So that happened last night, and then I moved the 15 baby chicks that were in the brooder into that coop with the 5 boys. So that was a lot of work last night after dark. And what else can I? The peas are sprouting, looking good. And other than the rain all day, it was a pretty nice day. So thank you for watching, and take her easy, everybody. You still hogging the bed, you two? Yeah? Bob. Grumpy.